Hey everybody, good morning. Hope you got your cup of coffee ready to talk with Coffee with Craig. Today's topic, if there's something that is really kind of gets me, is how the anti-gunners try to go around the law in order to make sure that we are not able to exercise our constitutional rights. See, they figure that, okay, yeah, you have a right to own a firearm, but you don't have a right to buy ammunition. You don't have a right to even buy a gun or sell a gun. So what they're doing now is they're going out of their way to kind of go around the Heller decision in order to make sure or in order to infringe on our rights to keep and bear arms. One example, the bullet tax. Now, this is an idea that's not new. In fact, Cook County, Illinois actually instituted a $25 per firearm tax back in 2012. Well, now Cook County is proposing to put in place a per bullet tax. Now, the city of Seattle already has one. They instituted, actually began the beginning of this year. They charge 5 cents per round for every center fire round, and then they charge 2 cents for every rimfire round. Now, maybe it's just me, but that sounds an awful lot like a poll tax. You know, back in the day, back during civil rights or before civil rights, in order for someone to be able to vote, or in order for, in particular for people of color, meaning black people, to be able to vote, you had to pay a poll tax. And the whole point of the poll tax was to keep them from exercising their rights. Well, that's exactly what they're doing here. And not only are they violating the Constitution and keeping people from exercising their rights, but they're also putting local gun dealers out of business. There was an article by A.W.R. Hawkins that was out about a week or so ago. You guys probably saw it. I want to alert you to do that. He's over at Breitbart. But he was talking about how since the tax has been put in place, one particular gun dealer saw a $2 million decrease in sales. $2 million. Now, maybe it's just me, but that's no small amount of money. I don't know how many businesses could take that amount of a hit. Any small businesses could take that amount of a hit and still remain in business. Well, what he's talking about now is basically he's laying off employees. He may even have to close his doors. So once again, they're not just trying to infringe on our right by making it more expensive, making it so that only the elite, only the wealthy can afford to own a firearm or to exercise their right, but they're also putting gun dealers out of business so that none of us will have the ability to exercise our right to keep and bear arms. Because guess what? If you can't buy a gun, how exactly are you going to own one? And that's exactly where they're going, folks. They're doing everything that they can possibly do to keep you and I from being able to exercise our rights. And they don't see anything wrong with it because, see, to them, it's not a right. You know what I mean? To them, they're like, well, it's a right, but it's not a right. You know what I mean? Let's see what some of you folks are saying here on the Webernets. Sounds like a court test case. Yes, actually, well, the Seattle case is actually being challenged by the National Rifle Association. It actually, in the first hearing, or the first judge at the district court level, it was ruled to be okay. But obviously, they're appealing it to the next level. In Cook County, their plan is they're going to take the money and as they collect it and put it into an escrow account because they know that there's going to be pending legislation or litigation. Good morning to you, Nick. Good to see you. So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about this? How would you guys deal with this? How would you guys, wherever you were at, what would you do? Because think about it. A lot of people say, well, Craig, you're in California. And, California, they have all sorts of gun laws. Well, we don't even have this. I can guarantee you that, well, I won't say I'll guarantee you, but I'll bet I wouldn't be surprised to see something like this be introduced in the California legislature. But keep in mind, Seattle, Washington State, Oregon, those have been states that have not necessarily been long-time anti-gun states. But guess what? You've got the anti-gun community, they want to create a West Coast wall of gun control. That means Nevada, that means California, that means Oregon and Washington. How many of you live in those states? Now let me ask you this. Of those who don't live in those states, how many of you are in neighboring states? Look, folks, this is a battle that's going to be fought. It's going to be fought somewhere. And it's much better that it's fought here, right? Join us, help us in the fight here, because if we're able to kill it here, if we're able to kill it in Seattle, then it doesn't come to Texas. Then it doesn't come to New Jersey. Well, it's probably already in New Jersey. But it doesn't take that step. Look, we're on the front lines here in California. See, once they institute stupid laws, it puts us in the best position to be able to challenge them in court. And in order to do that, we need your help. So anyway, that's the topic for today. I'll be listening in, kind of checking out what you guys have to say throughout the day on this particular topic or on any other topic. And if you guys have a suggested topic, hey, go ahead, drop us a Facebook message. Right here through our Firearms Policy Coalition Facebook page. Anyway, I want to thank you for joining me. Stay strong. Keep up the fight. If you like these updates, please share them with your friends and subscribe to our YouTube channel.